Welcome to Deep Into Finance family. We appreciate you being here with us. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Share with your friends and family and stay up to date to our future videos. The supply chain bubble refers to the current state of supply chain disruptions that have been caused by a variety of factors such as the pandemic, shipping container shortages, labor shortages, and other factors. These disruptions have had far-reaching effects on economies worldwide, including the United States. In this essay, I will discuss the effects of the supply chain bubble on the United States and how it has impacted various sectors of the economy. The pandemic has caused an unprecedented level of disruption to the global economy. It has caused businesses to shut down, reduced consumer demand, and created a shortage of goods and services. The pandemic has also led to a shortage of labor, which has further disrupted supply chains. As a result, the United States has experienced significant disruptions in its supply chain, affecting various sectors of the economy. One of the most significant impacts of the supply chain bubble on the United States has been on the retail sector. The pandemic has caused disruptions in the supply chain of consumer goods, leading to shortages of products in various retail stores. This shortage has led to panic buying by consumers, which has further strained the supply chain. As a result, the prices of some consumer goods have increased, making them unaffordable for some consumers. The supply chain bubble has also affected the manufacturing sector in the United States. Many manufacturers rely on goods and raw materials imported from other countries, especially China. The pandemic has disrupted the supply chain of raw materials, leading to shortages and delays in the manufacturing process. This has led to a reduction in the production of goods, affecting the manufacturing sector's output. In addition, the increase in raw material prices due to supply chain disruptions has led to a rise in the cost of production, making some goods unaffordable for consumers. Another sector that has been affected by the supply chain bubble is the transportation sector. Shipping containers are a critical component of the global supply chain, allowing goods to be transported across the world. The pandemic has caused a shortage of shipping containers, leading to delays in the transportation of goods. This has led to increased transportation costs and reduced efficiency in the transportation sector. As a result, many businesses have had to increase their prices to offset the increased transportation costs. The supply chain bubble has also impacted the agriculture sector in the United States. The pandemic has caused a shortage of labor, leading to a reduction in the number of workers available for agricultural activities. This has led to a reduction in the production of agricultural products, affecting the supply chain of food products. The supply chain disruptions have also led to an increase in food prices, making it difficult for some consumers to afford basic food items. The construction sector has also been affected by the supply chain bubble. Many construction materials are imported from other countries, and the pandemic has disrupted the supply chain of these materials. This has led to a shortage of construction materials, delaying construction projects and leading to an increase in the cost of construction. The supply chain bubble has also affected the healthcare sector in the United States. The pandemic has caused a shortage of personal protective equipment, PPE, which is critical in protecting healthcare workers from the virus. The shortage of PPE has led to an increase in the price of these items, making them unaffordable for some healthcare facilities. The supply chain disruptions have also led to delays in the delivery of medical supplies, affecting the ability of healthcare facilities to provide adequate care to patients. The supply chain bubble has had significant effects on the United States, affecting various sectors of the economy. The pandemic has caused disruptions in the supply chain of goods and services, leading to shortages, delays, and increased prices. The shortage of labor and shipping containers has further strained the supply chain. affecting the efficiency of transportation and manufacturing sectors. The impact of the supply chain bubble on the economy has been far-reaching and will continue to be felt for some time. Businesses and consumers alike have been affected by the supply chain disruptions, with some businesses struggling to stay afloat and some consumers struggling to afford basic necessities. To mitigate the impact of the supply chain bubble, the United States government has implemented various measures. The government has provided financial aid to businesses affected by the pandemic, such as the Paycheck Protection Program (PPP) and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan (EIDL) program. These programs have helped businesses stay afloat during the pandemic and ensure that they can continue to operate. The government has also taken measures to address the shortage of labor by providing incentives for workers to return to work. The government has increased unemployment benefits and provided tax incentives to employers who hire new workers. These measures have helped reduce the labor shortage and ensure that businesses can operate efficiently. To address the shortage of shipping containers, the government has worked with shipping companies to increase the supply of containers. The government has also provided incentives to domestic shipping companies to encourage them to expand their operations, reducing the reliance on imports. The supply chain bubble has had a significant impact on the United States economy, affecting various sectors and causing disruptions in the supply chain of goods and services. The pandemic has been the primary driver of the supply chain disruptions, but other factors such as labor shortages, shipping container shortages, and raw material shortages have also contributed. The United States government has taken measures to mitigate the impact of the supply chain bubble, but the effects will continue to be felt for some time. It is essential for businesses and consumers to be proactive and adapt to the changing economic landscape to survive and thrive during these challenging times. Going forward, there are several steps that can be taken to prevent a similar supply chain bubble in the future. One such step is to diversify supply chains to reduce reliance on a single supplier or country. This will ensure that disruptions in one part of the supply chain do not have a significant impact on the entire supply chain. It is also essential to invest in digital technology and automation to increase the efficiency of supply chain operations and reduce the reliance on manual labor. Another step that can be taken is to increase transparency in the supply chain, ensuring that all stakeholders have visibility into the entire supply chain. This will help identify potential disruptions early, allowing businesses to take appropriate measures to mitigate the impact. In addition, it is essential to invest in infrastructure to support supply chain operations. Investments in ports, railways, and highways can improve transportation efficiency and reduce the time it takes to transport goods across the country. Investments in technology, such as 5G networks and the Internet of Things (IoT), can also improve supply chain efficiency and transparency. The supply chain bubble has had a significant impact on the United States economy, causing disruptions in various sectors and affecting businesses and consumers alike. The pandemic has been the primary driver of the supply chain disruptions, but other factors such as labor shortages and shipping container shortages have also contributed. The United States government has taken measures to mitigate the impact, but the effects will continue to be felt for some time. Going forward, it is essential to take steps to prevent a similar supply chain bubble in the future by diversifying supply chains, investing in digital technology and automation, increasing transparency, and investing in infrastructure to support supply chain operations.